Okay.
Hello, I'm Annabel Ruffell with Journey for Earth, and I'm here today with Wendy Haldeman, co-founder of the Pump Station, a breastfeeding resource center that encourages, educates, and guides each mother as she learns to care for her baby. Hi, Wendy. Thanks for being here.
Oh, my pleasure.
Share with us
Okay.
the story behind the creation of the Pump Station.
Well, I guess it's sort of a little bit different from what a lot of entrepreneurs would tell you. Corky and I had no idea how this business was going to happen at all. Corky and I met as actually Lamaze teachers 30 years ago, and we are both registered nurses and have master's degrees in maternal child health, but we had both independently left the hospital setting, and we were new moms, and we met at a meeting for Lamaze teachers, and we just started chatting, and we came up with a concept to teach an infant care class for parents, because at that time, if you wanted to learn how to do a baby bath, you had to go to the Red Cross, and it was an 8-week course. So we took this 8-week curriculum and we crunched it into a 4-hour class, which 30 years later we're still teaching. And Corky and I were finding that a lot of our moms that had taken our baby care class and taken our Lamaze classes, and they got to know us, they were looking for breastfeeding help because they were starting to go back to breastfeeding. Well, we opened 25 years ago, we opened this little, what I think it was like 200 square foot office down the street in West LA, and we had 50 breast pumps to rent at the time, and we were doing some kind of elementary fundamental breastfeeding consult kind of things. And in 3 years we had 1,000 breast pumps because moms wanted them, and they wanted information, they wanted resources, they wanted product, they wanted classes, and so Corky and I just kept trying to meet those needs.
What are some of the biggest challenges you see new mothers face with breastfeeding, and why do you feel it's so important to get support at this time?
Good question. In my opinion, I think one of the reasons why we continue to, if you will, fail at breastfeeding in the United States is because I firmly believe as a culture we are a bottle feeding, formula feeding culture. Because of that, people don't really understand how easy and how hard it can be to breastfeed. And so people need a lot of information and they need support. And I think many new moms, if you can get them through the first 2 weeks, they will succeed at whatever length of time they wanted to breastfeed. But as a country, as a culture, we are ignorant and we don't support moms, which is really unfortunate.
It's true what you say, though, the first 2 weeks are were the hardest.
They are. And if you just help a mom step by step, she can do it. Moms are smart. And if they want to breastfeed their baby, it just breaks my heart that if they really want to do that, we're not helping them to do that. And that just isn't right. It really isn't.
And what would you say to new mothers that are just overwhelmed with being a new parent, for example, that don't have the resources maybe at hand to attend classes, consultations? How do you feel they can best get the support that they need?
Well, fortunately, breastfeeding is expanding out over the country, and there are, I think, a lot of resources women can tap into. There's some more and more really wonderful websites that you can access. There's a number of books that people can look through. And then I suspect that pretty much anywhere in this country you're going to find somewhere a breastfeeding mom. And that's your best support, in my opinion, if you can find a mom who's done it. And I would just have moms reach out on community bulletin boards, pediatricians, and just ask new moms, how are you feeding your baby? How's it going? How did you, was it easy, hard? And start there.
Good advice. And what were some of your greatest challenges as a parent, and how did you navigate those?
Good question. I think as a young mom, I was in a situation where I did have to go back to work, at least part-time, to support our family. And I was constantly exhausted trying to juggle doing a good job with my work and trying to be the best mom and the best wife that I could be. And I never felt like I did a good job at any of it, as much as I tried. I found that really hard. But you get up every morning and you put your feet on the floor and you do the best you can. But I always felt like I was exhausted and I was running after everything and trying to catch up and do the best that I could. My kids grew up. I think they're amazing. I'm still happily married, and the business grew. So somehow it all worked out. But it was hard. I just remember fatigue. That was probably my biggest challenge.
I agree with you on that, definitely.
Yeah, just
Being
always being
exhausted.
tired. Yeah.
And what are 3 things that you're most grateful for?
Oh, my husband, my children, or you can just lump it as family.
Right.
I am grateful for this amazing experience, this opportunity to work with women. You know, it's funny, when I first started in this business way back when, I didn't really like women that much. Men, I always gravitated toward boys and men. I grew up as a tomboy. And the more and more I got into this business, women are phenomenal.
Strong.
They are strong, they are tireless. I just am in awe. And the more I do this, the more I'm convinced that women are pretty great.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
And what is your greatest hope for the planet at this time?
Oh, that we could stop killing each other. I just wish, I think if mothers ran the world, it would be a much better place. I just would like to see this violence go away, and I just wish people could be kinder to one another. Yeah, be nice.
And who or what is your greatest inspiration?
Well, I think mothers in general. You're getting me off clamp. This is so funny. It's so weird. My father, and let me see, babies. Yeah. Now they get me.
See, you're going to stop me now. I'm going to talk any further.
We're going to be weeping.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is so crazy. Go.
For those of you who'd like to know more about the pump station and the wonderful classes they offer, please go to pumpstation.com. Thank you, Wendy.
You're so welcome.